Hmm. Hey, loves, nice to see you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Fennel, and I'm here with the beautiful Sarah, because we've just been chatting, having a little bit of a catch up because, as you've probably seen, this is also part of a reminder. There's only a week, and there's some last spaces available for anyone who wants to join us on the journey for the Conscious Kink and Shamanic Tantra weekend that is on the 23rd and the 24th of May. Um, yeah, I'm really I just want to start by saying thanks for taking the time just to do a little recording. And also I'm really excited about this because I've done a lot of different works in different modules, including Tantra and including Conscious Kink and including shamanism. But it's really nice to be able to come to a space where there's actually going to be a fusion. And I like the fusion of the modern and the ancient. It's
Mm.
yeah, it gives a nice bit of variables, especially if anybody coming as maybe I know that we've already said that you don't need any experience, but for anybody who has had experience in one and is curious about the other,
Mm.
it's not completely focused on that. You're not having, like, if I've done Tantra, I don't have to go into something that's completely about kink and try and work it
Mm.
out. Or if I've only done shamanism, I don't have to go to something that's completely about Tantra because I'm getting a whole mix. So it's like getting the I don't know, yeah, the mixed bag of sweeties. There's a little bit of all sorts in there, which is nice. So I'm not just stuck with one bag of sweets. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
there'll be different flavors. Just to say a little bit about me, Sarah, also known as Sarah Sophia Kira Swan. Like as many people in this field have many different names, I do as well. And a bit about my background. So yeah, I've got 30 plus years on a shamanic path. I've also was a tantric masseuse for 18 years, I was a dominatrix for 10 years, also do surrogate work as well. So I bring in different flavors from the kink world, shamanic world, tantra world together. So in this introduction workshop, we'll look at um, like sensation play, which doesn't need to have a power dynamic, but we'll also look at power dynamics and the archetypes of those. For people who are interested in like, well, why would we want to have a dom sub dynamic? What's the point of that? Um, and one of the things that I'm interested in is being able to like look at our strengths, like what do we have naturally in terms of those different archetypes, but also what are we avoiding? What's in our shadow? Um, like what can we sort of dig out of the closet of wardrobe of stuff we don't want to acknowledge about ourselves because where there's fear there's power, as the old saying goes. So
Mm.
we'll look at some of the sensation play, like impact play, and wax play and some rope. So sort of gentle intro rope. So don't worry, you don't need to come and learn loads of knots. It's going to be more gentle than that. And yeah, we're going to look at how do you negotiate a scene? What is a scene? What's aftercare? Who is leading it? What is consent? There'll be some consent exercises, of course. And yeah, how can we safely embrace who we are and who someone else is and create an energy together that can like elevate our consciousness? That's the tantra part, is how can we
Mm.
connect? What is the energy field? How can we sense when energy is moving? How can we sense where an energy block is? How can we use a tool to move energy? Which is very interesting. So we'll kind of be, yeah, sort of lightly delving into all those different things, and hopefully by the end of it, be more sparkly and energized as a result.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I really liked how you yeah, put all of that into a really nice summation. Summarization? Summary. The word is there somewhere, but
All of those words.
what are those words? Yeah, take your pick. Um, yeah, I've yeah, because like you were saying, I've found different aspects of different modules to be really, really useful. Um, like the energetic side, I think as well, what I like in what this is bringing is because a lot of people in the conscious kink arena do a lot of work around power dynamics, which isn't
Mm,
necessarily brought into the Tantra world and yet is still a big part of it. But I don't think
mm,
there's enough work on noticing that. So yes, I know I know I just said, but I am really appreciating the blend as well, and especially as an introduction or even an add-on, or even a reminder and an extra consistent practice to embed that. Yeah, I really
mm,
appreciate that space being that. So yeah,
mm.
it's really, really good. Um,
Yeah. And for people who are interested, I'll be running 3 weekends altogether in Manchester. And for people that attend all three, you actually get a diploma because it's a practitioner training. So although you can do it as your own journey and, dip in and out, you can also decide, well, I actually want to be a kink practitioner. I want
mm,
to make a living out of it or have it alongside one of my other careers. And
yeah,
there's always a demand for that kind of work, especially in today's climate where people are, um, yeah, being looking in an experimental way at how can we consensually be uh, exploring ourselves and create new types of relationships and so on and so forth. Yeah.
yeah, I'm really, yeah. Can I reflect and sort of follow on from that thing?
Yeah.
Because I really appreciate what you were saying about it's what I'm finding as we all move in a newer direction of our evolution is that um the arenas are starting to blend in a bit more. Like I've been listening to a few podcasts, a good friend was on one of them. And it was a psychotherapist podcast. And actually they and I think maybe one or two others came on to actually say, conscious kink is actually a really massively beneficial psychotherapy tool because
Mm,
they're starting to understand all the different facets of the human psyche, how it can be looked at from different angles.
mm,
But if you've never done it or experienced it or integrated
mm.
it, then I think this is the way the practices, and not just psychotherapy, but in all of them, are going to start being able to bounce off each other a bit and do a bit more of a
Yeah.
blend of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
unionizing it, I guess. Yeah. But it's nice to see that moving forward. Yeah, and people having those
Mm.
conversations. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. In my work as a counsellor, I come across this quite a lot, and of course, I'm kink positive and polyamory positive, and so on. My cat's just come in to say hello.
Hey, beautiful. Oh, I love a kitty.
Yeah. So yeah, exciting times, and I'm very excited to work with you as well. That's going to be cool.
Yeah. Same.
Yes, that's going to be great.
Yeah, really nice to see you again. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, loves. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that little bit of a chat. And yeah, it's just giving you a bit more of insight of what the space is going to be like. I can see the tail. And and yeah, because I'm aware that certainly from my own experience in the past, when there's been something, I can read the blurb and I still might not get a sense of, there'll be the credentials of the people, but I like to, where possible, try and do a little bit of a chat so that you get a feel of the space and
Yeah.
like a little bit feel more of the people who are doing it. Because I
Mm.
think that can really help, some brains go, okay, yeah. And if you're on one way or the other of the fence, it can really help. So yeah, thanks. I really appreciate you taking the time to have a chat today. Hello,
Yeah, I mean,
beautiful.
as a neurodivergent person myself, I just wanted to add that if you are neurodivergent, you're watching this, that we are aware that you might have certain needs, so be aware that you'll be uh, looked after in those ways.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess following on from that as well, that's similarly to non-conforming people really. So like
Mm,
it whilst the space is open to all genders or relationship structures,
mm.
regardless of how you want to present and identify as a person, uh, complete newness, but that curious mindset. So it's um it's inviting that all in because it's understood where people are regardless of what arena they're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. I will let you go and give some loving attention to Kitty because I can see that she's like,
She's
hang
trying to
on.
barge in.
Yeah.
I'm holding her off with my hand like this. Oh my God.
It's fine. Go and give her some attention. Give her my love. And yeah, I'll catch up with you in a week. And I will
Okay, great.
yeah. Thanks everyone. All right, lots of love.
Okay, thanks. Bye. Bye.